Hello, this is Walter from Champions Way Perfect Mind. Today we are going to be showing you how to edit the images on your new WordPress website. This is basically the second video on our WordPress tutorial videos. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do is log into your to your WordPress console. So as the first video showed us, all we need to do is put a backslash after the end of the domain and WP hyphen admin. This will take you into the login page of WordPress. Now, as you can see, I'm already logged in, so I'm just going to log out so we can just basically view that. So when you put in your WP-admin, it takes you to the login page. Go ahead and put in your credentials and go ahead and log in. Once you're logged in, we want to go into the menu on the left hand side, go to pages, all pages. Now this will give you access to all the pages within your website. So let's say we want to basically edit the banner image on your WordPress website. So let me just pull it up here so we can see what we're doing. And we are going to be editing the background image here. Basically of the four little boys doing a front punch. That is the image we want to change. So let's go ahead and go to home, front page. So you can basically find all your pages here. Once you hover over it, you get a selection of options. So I'm going to click the edit option because I want to edit my page. Now as you can see on the home page we have different sections. So we've broken them into sections for easier management and also for easier editing. So let's go back to the main content, which basically contains the banner. So in the banner, all we want to do is click the X and remove that. Now we just want to go ahead and click the add image. But before I do that, let me just go back a step and show you how to get the actual dimensions of the image, because basically the image you want to change, the image you're going to upload has to have the proper dimensions. So let's go ahead and find out what those dimensions are so you can actually have the image size ready to go. So let's click the edit button on the picture, the little pencil, and here at the very top left you will see the dimensions. So this is 2000 by 650. So your image has to be sized accordingly. So whatever image you want to replace, make sure that it's the same dimension. Alright, so let's go ahead and just check that out. Now we're ready to go ahead and remove the image. Now I'm going to go and click the add image button. Now again, as in social site, if you had a social site website, you basically have to upload all your images into the image manager first. So once they're in the image manager, you then can select them and upload them into your website pages. So what I'm going to do is, let's go ahead and click on this image here. So now notice at the very top right, it gives you our dimensions. As you can see, I already pre-selected one, and you can see my dimensions fit what they need to be. So for example, if I wanted this one here, you can look at the dimensions and you can see that they would not work, only being 339 by 365. So our banner image is 2000 pixels wide by 650 pixels high. So this would not work, it's way too small. So I'm going to select the one I wanted. Now from here, click the select button at the bottom right. Now you can see the image is up. So now if you wanted to change the caption on that image, so this is what we call the caption, Roadhouse Martial Arts, and then of course the call to action would be the learn more, and that would be basically right here, call to action, static image call to action. And then the learn more. So basically the static image call URL, this basically tells you where this button takes you. So for example, if I click learn more, you'll see that it takes me to the about us page. Alright, so basically when you're editing, you have the option of basically changing this page and basically going somewhere else with it. So if you go down to pages, now you can send this link anywhere you want. So the call to action URL, that is basically where the button click will take you. And the call to action text, this is basically the written verbiage on that call button. So learn more is the actual text. The action call URL, this is where the text button will take you upon clicking it. Okay, so those are the four options you have: the banner, the caption, the call to action URL, the destination of the click button, and the call to action text. So you can manipulate any of those from the main content area on the home page. So now that my image is in here, I can actually go ahead on the very right hand side under the publish section. I can preview my changes. So before going ahead and saving them, you can actually preview it. And if everything looks the way you want it, and there's my new image, my call to action, and my button. So now if everything looks the way you want it, you can go ahead and click the update button, and this will now publish the actual image into your live website. So if you don't want to go ahead and make the changes, just basically exit out of that page. So I'm just going to basically click back on pages once again. And I did not update my changes, so my website basically will not have changed. If I refresh, you'll see that the existing image will just appear right back here because I didn't actually update the changes. And that was my preview window, so but this is the existing window, so here you go, the image is still up, the one that was there pre-existing. So basically that's how easy it is to go and change an image on any of the pages. The same applies if you wanted to change one of your program buttons. Same exact idea. You would just go back into the home page again, of course, edit. And now here you would go into the proper area. So services is where my buttons are. Again, the image, you can just exit, add a new one, make sure the size is the right size. So if I click edit, it'll show me it's 500 by 500. So it's a perfect square, no smaller than 500 pixels. My title, of course. This is the actual URL. Now, where do you want this link to take us? Again, make sure that you go down to the page section, and you can choose any one of the pages here. The call to action text again, and the description. So basically, this is what we're talking about. So the click is where it's going to take you, the title, and then the description. So that's it on basically editing your WordPress images. I hope this helped you, and have a great day, and there will be more videos to come.